Well, welcome back to the program. Say good morning to Jen Porter because I can.
Good morning.
How are you, love?
I'm doing really well. How are you doing?
I can't complain.
Excellent.
Of
I mean, the
course.
weather's good, so that always helps.
Well, did you watching what it looks like in the U.S.
Uh,
up north? Oh
It
my
is
God.
minus whatever. And I mean, I'd say I'd be missing it, but I'm not really missing it, Sock.
Yeah,
So
not at all.
this is why I started coming down here in 2008.
I mean,
I wanted to escape some of the Chicago winter. Just to be clear, I really like snow. I really like winter. I just don't like it for 6 months.
well, yeah.
To be clear. Yeah.
My favorite
Yeah.
part of the winter?
Tell me.
Watching it from the Caribbean.
So yesterday on my socials, Jen Porter Rocks, in case you're not following me out there and you would like to be, my friend Rick is visiting, and I went to visit them on my day off over at Royal Island or La Plage over in Maho, because I used to work over in Maho. So I've got some friends still that are timeshare folks over there. So I went and hung out for the day, and my friend said, let me take a video of you shoveling. And we called it, shoveling St. Martin style. So it was on my story yesterday. It's me pushing sand off the steps at La Plage, because that little corner there,
Little
right
sand.
next to the plane landing beach,
Right.
our number one tourist attraction, apparently, these days. And yeah, I'm shoveling the sand off the steps, because that's shoveling St. Martin style. So
Well, listen, you don't have to shovel the snow. We'll shovel the sand any day.
just come and enjoy. Just come and
How
enjoy.
How are things up at Red Piano?
Oh my gosh, it's been wonderful. I got to tell you, I really thought that we were going to suffer a little bit with some playoff games. We did not. It was quite busy both Saturday and Sunday. I really was like, okay, guys, get prepared, because, playoffs and such. Nope. Plenty of people came out to hang out with us and have a good time and sing along. So,
There you go. And what
Yep.
was the biggest sing-along this weekend?
oh, that is a great question. I'll tell you what, the world over,
Mhm.
literally worldwide in our job, the number one requested song
Let's see,
every
yeah.
day, every
Sweet
week,
Child?
nope, that's number two, I would say.
Um, uh, Piano Man?
Yes, it is the
Really?
number one request worldwide. I don't know if you know this, but there's a pretty popular Latino recording of Piano Man by a female artist, and it's in Spanish, and they know it, and they don't know that Billy Joel's the original. Now, that's just part of
Wow.
it was written, 45, 50 years ago at this point. But yes, worldwide, it doesn't matter what language you speak. It doesn't matter which country you're from.
What about
they sing Piano
American?
Man.
What about American Pie?
American Pie still comes up sometimes. Don't Stop Believing comes up more often.
What about?
So number one is Piano Man. Number two is Sweet Caroline. Man, we are doxing the piano bar industry right now by telling you these things. These are the FYI. These are the $20 songs. So hold that in your heart when you come to ask me for these songs.
What about
Piano Man, Sweet Caroline, Don't Stop Believing.
Mm.
You said American Pie, which is still pretty popular to sing along with, but they fade after like the third or fourth verse, and there's 17,000 verses to that song. So
Do you know all the verses?
I do, but I almost always skip at least one, and then I ask the audience if they know which one we skipped. They don't, because, well, alcohol's part of that. They say it's part of the problem, but science says it's a solution. But okay, you're welcome.
What about Bohemian Rhapsody?
That's definitely number 3 or number 4 these days. Brown Eyed Girl also is still one of our top sing-alongs. No, 100%. Now here's the new ones, because the kids like to sing with Mr. Brightside, The Killers. They love it. They like to sing All the Small Things, Blink 182. They like to scream out I Write Sins Not Tragedies from Panic at the Disco. Again, now these are the ones, the 90s kids are the ones who are in their 40s,
Right.
because I'm an 80s kid who's in my 50s, early
Right.
50s, but still. So yeah, that's how we see it from behind the piano, from behind the desk. I'm seeing what the requests are. And as the night starts to get later and the age starts to skew younger,
Right.
the sing-along hits become different things. But Piano Man endures, so does Bohemian Rhapsody. Third generation for Bo Rap, as we lovingly call it in the piano bar world, Bo Rap.
Bo Rap.
Oh my God, you guys, we did Bo Rap last night, and everyone's like, yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody, so Bo Rap.
So the other thing too is, have you ever heard Tammy do Bohemian Rhapsody?
Oh,
Tammy
I
T?
don't know that I have.
She
is a treat, by the way. To
she
watch.
does like all of the parts, all of the verses, all of it.
Oh, we do
by
all
hers-
of it by herself. I
Which
mean,
I don't know how she does it. but
classic.
Tammy, sorry to give talk about you out of school.
What? No, we're giving her mad props. She is a mentor in this industry. This is why she's one of my organizational partners with the Piano Ladies.
I adore Tammy T.
She's one of the best, and she bends over backwards for.
She's from
us.
Connecticut too.
Yeah, she is from Connecticut. Yes, don't you remember the first day I was on? Basically, we talked about Connecticut most of the time and pizza.
Yeah.
Because Connecticut doesn't have a pizza game, is kind of what you guys were saying, right?
Well, no, that's all it has.
That's all it has.
We have a couple stop signs.
Is this a game to you? Am I a clown?
Pizza, and that's about it. We got nothing else. Yale University.
Is there no skiing in Connecticut? You guys all go up to Vermont and New Hampshire.
Well, if you want to ski in Connecticut, there are hills.
There's hills.
There's
Yeah,
hills.
right,
That's
right.
about
Yeah,
it.
I gotcha.
There's Mohawk. I think it's called Mohawk Mountain.
Oh.
It's really a hill.
I bet it's like Wisconsin. Devil's Head, Wisconsin is also like a nice hill.
There's another one in Connecticut too. There's Mohawk Mountain,
Okay.
and which is really a big hill. Like Colby
Yeah.
Hill. Colby Hill is
Right.
bigger. Colby Hill is bigger here at St. Martin.
I do understand.
What's the other one?
understand.
What's the other? There's one other. Anybody from Connecticut out there listening?
Gosh.
Tell me in the chat room what is the other the local ski place?
Right.
I
Right.
can't remember.
I mean, Chicago's flat as a pancake. It pretty much is. The rest of Illinois looks like the Netherlands.
Well, but we were talking about pizza.
Yeah.
And you were telling me about Chicago pizza. What's
Tavern style.
Tavern style.
Tavern style pizza is what you need to look up and actually eat when you're in Chicago. Listen, we do that deep dish or stuffed crust or what?
tourists.
Not stuffed crust. It's called stuffed pizza. We do those kind of occasionally. I personally don't eat that very often. It's for tourists. I give it to the tourists because it's its own thing. Tavern style is what we order on a regular basis. Like our monthly or bi-weekly pizza order is thin crust with sausage and mushrooms.
Well,
I'm
see-
sorry, did I say it right? Sausage and mushrooms.
I don't like
I'm
mushrooms. so
Chicago. Oh, what?
I don't like
I
mushrooms.
love fungus. So good. I love all the mushrooms. They're so good.
I was at Rotary Club of St. Martin meeting last week, and last Wednesday, and John Caputo was there from Domino's, and we got talking about pizza because that was brought in pizza for lunch.
Yes, they
And I
made
was-
a thin crust too.
And
Domino's did it,
I love their thin crust.
and they'll cut it in the squares.
Well, I never asked to have it cut in squares.
I don't know that they'll do it here because again, it's really only Midwesterners that do this square cut.
And so I was telling John, we're talking about pizza, and just as a side conversation, I was telling I said, Jen Porter from Chicago goes in. John has a home in Chicago, so he goes back
Okay.
and forth. And my comment was, I never really met a pizza I didn't like, which is true,
True.
except one, which was the one from Old Forge, Pennsylvania, which is like a waffle.
Oh,
was-
right.
which
That's
was-
right. You were
yeah.
describing that. That's
However,
right.
so I was telling
That's
the
right.
story at Rotary, and I was like, but Jen was in from Chicago, and she's telling me about,
Mm-hmm.
the real pizza that people from Chicago eat.
On the regular, like
Yeah.
the regular, we eat this pizza most of the time, tavern style.
And I can't remember the name of it. And he immediately said, "Oh, tavern style." He knew, right? So a pizza professional has confirmed. I didn't.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear.
I didn't ask him about the sausage part, though.
The sausage part. Well, sausage and mushrooms really is the most ordered topping combination in Chicagoland area. I don't know why, but my parents did that, so that's how I got that. You
what
eat
do they
what your
call people
parents
from
eat.
Chicago?
Chicagoans.
Chicagoans.
Mhm.
Chicagolanders? No.
Well, so that's just it. When people say, "Oh, I'm from Chicago," and I say, "Where?" and then they say, "Name a suburb," and we go, right, Chicagoland.
Yeah.
So it's the same as New Yorkers going, "Oh, which borough or which streets?"
Right.
And then you go Westchester. That's not New York City.
No.
That's not New York.
No.
That's New York State. That's suburb of New York. That's not New York. So it's the same for us. Chicago is Chicago, and we are Chicagoans. And then there's the suburbs, and then there's the
Chicagoans.
rest of the state. Because the rest of the state is. Chicago could be like DC. It could be its own little actual. It kind of is. It's its own district. It does have some of its own tax code. Of course it does. It's a very large city. It's the third largest city in the nation. So yes, there are some some caveats to that.
Are you missing Chicago?
Here's the funny thing about that is I don't miss the pizza, although I like it.
You don't miss
I
the-
don't miss the hot dogs, although I like them. Chicago dog is a very specific set of toppings, including chopped raw onion,
I could do
that bright green sweet relish,
I don't
but
like
also a dill spear. And then it also has one slice of tomato that's cut in half and like halved on it, and yellow mustard. No effing ketchup. No effing ketchup. That is a huge rule of Chicago life. And then there's sport peppers and celery salt to make the whole thing. So I like the dog, but I don't miss it. What I miss is the Italian beef, which is a slow roasted, basically like a, roast, a beef roast that's very thinly sliced, very thinly shaved. And then they say you have to fluff the beef. You fluff the slices as you dip them back in the
show.
as you dip them back into the au jus, and then you put it on this very specific Ganella roll. Ganella Bread is Chicago bread company. And similar to the New York bagel angle of you need the right water,
Right.
it's this. The Ganella bread is unlike any other bread, to which it gets soft on the inside, but the outside does not disintegrate. The inside does. So it's like this weird, disintegrated, gooey,
That's
messy.
good.
Oh my God, it's making my mouth water right now. It's the only thing I actually miss.
When are you going to sing?
a food
When are you going to do national anthem at a baseball game in Chicago?
Oh, that's funny that you asked that. The White Sox just contacted me, so that's an interesting little, back note, right?
Only the White Sox, never the Cubs.
I sang for the Cubs once.
And?
Well, it was great, but here's the difference, and you'll understand this. The White Sox announcer, his name is Gene Honda, and he's also the announcer for the Blackhawks, the Chicago Blackhawks hockey team in the wintertime. The Chicago Cubs have, the announcer's name is Wayne Messmer, and Wayne Messmer sings. So Wayne Messmer put it in his contract probably 50 years ago. That's not an exaggeration. He gets to sing most of the games, and he does. So the Cubs have very few celebrities or things like that, where the White Sox don't have that. They don't have a singing announcer. So I was one of 4 regulars for many years. I would do anywhere from, 15 to 35 games a season, and the other 3 singers would do the same. One of those singers is one of the opera singers from the Lyric Opera House that still sings for the Blackhawks.
Here's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Is I want to know. I want to know when to pick a time, and I want to come with you.
Yes.
When you are singing.
It's a great, fun time.
Can I
It's
come
a
with you
super
to the game?
honor. Yes, you can come with me to the game. You can come on the field with me. Yep, it's a whole experience when I get to sing.
I won't sing.
Yeah, you can sing from the sidelines, but someone might shush you from operations. We'll see. It's usually I'm pretty loud, so it works out. But I have a microphone and everything. They'll give me a monitor if I want, but I don't usually need it, only because I know that stadium and I know how long the delay is. It's not that long. When I sang at Soldier Field, before they remodeled Soldier Field, I had to wear earplugs. I sang for a Chicago Fire soccer game, the semifinal that was held there at Soldier Field. Again, this was before the rebuild, before they landed a spaceship on top of it, which, anyway, that's another discussion. But I needed earplugs for that one. It had about a 1.5-second delay from the microphone to the speaker, and then another 2 to 3 second delay to get around the stadium.
That'll really screw you up.
It really messes with you. It's really interesting to note. So I don't need that at the White Sox. I don't have to do earplugs or anything. It's a much shorter delay, so it's easier to keep on tempo and on time. And my agreement says you will sing a traditional rendition of the Star Spangled Banner that is no longer than 1 minute and 30 seconds. That's the operational directive there. So I've been one of the regulars since 2007.
But it's not really longer than 1:30.
It's not supposed to be. That's the whole point. Is you don't need to take your time. This isn't a place for you to vocally stretch or show your skills. It's the national anthem.
Yeah,
that's correct.
There's one way to do it.
Correct. You're here to sing the national anthem and move on. I do sing "O Canada" as well.
Really?
Yes, and "God Bless America."
Have you ever done either of those in the piano bar?
No, because we're not in that country. So I typically don't sing the national anthem from the United States of America in other countries.
I'm coming in to request.
Stop it. Listen, it's on my YouTube. It's on my YouTube.
Followed by "O Canada."
And "God Bless America." I do all 3 for the White Sox organization.
I love it.
I'll find out in probably February or March when my dates will be. I don't usually have a lot because I do spend quite a lot of time traveling outside of the country. So So we'll see what I'm home for. They did just contact me, though. That's
cool.
the joke. They contact me in January and say, okay, here's our schedule. Like that means MLB has approved everyone's schedules and they can start looking at vendors and setting up theme nights, and operations is its own thing where they're doing all of those other pieces, and that includes the anthem.
I love it. I love it.
I'm honored to continue to have that privilege, really, truly.
Well, let's do this. Let me take a quick commercial break, and then we will come back and see where we go next. More Fresh Air in the Morning is on the way right after these messages. My name is Dr. Sock, and we'll see where we go next. I'm trying to push all the right buttons. It's I'm failing miserably.
I want to make a comment, but I'm gonna hold on to it.
Buttons
about pushing buttons. So
come here. No, it's a family show. Stop. The cameras are on to behave. Oh. We'll be right back. Don't move. Well, good morning. I want to play. I want to do something from Jen.
Okay.
Let me.
I do have 5 original albums on a single. You're so right.
I know. I know. We don't have a lot of time left. I've got one. I'm going to squeeze one more song in,
Okay.
and then we're going to. We said we were going to do. We did. We started with Because I Can, and then we said we were going to do. What was the other one we were going to play?
Make My Day.
Oh, yeah, let me find it. Hang on.
I chose, well, Because I Can has just good, like, strong female energy. So I like that representation because, it's very much like me. And then Make My Day, even though it sounds like, the older reference is like not what I'm going for. In fact, for me, this one would Make My Day is the flip side of kind of what the old saying was.
Well, you know what? You know what happens. You know what happens for me is
Tell
every
me.
time you come in, you make my day.
Aw.
Here we go, Jen Porter. Well, let's see. 10:47. We're going to take a quick commercial break. More with Jen Porter from Red Piano. You can see her tonight. Doors open at 7. Show starts at 8. Don't want to miss Jen at the Red Piano. Welcome back to the program. My dear friend Jen Porter is in the studio. How are you, my dear?
I'm doing really well. Yeah.
So, Red Piano, what days, what times? How's it all work?
Well, I mean, successful church on Monday is always a good time. So you should absolutely go hang out at church on Monday. The band is there and it's fun. They are on Mondays. I am there every other night. Tonight, tomorrow night, the night after that, every night of the month that isn't Monday, that's mine for January. So the doors open at 7 and I start at 8 o'clock and we go to midnight. So
Love it.
some folks have been saying, "Oh, I can't go out anymore. It's too late." And I said, "Well, we actually moved the starting time earlier."
Yeah.
"Oh, you did?" "Yes." So now the music is from 8 to 12. That's earlier than previous years. "Oh, I don't go to Red Piano. It's too smoky in there."
Not anymore.
Well, guess what? We
Not
don't have smoking anymore in the front room, in the music room, during any night of the week other than Mondays. So
I'll
please
tell you,
join us.
I'll tell you, when I was there for New Year's Eve, I walked in the door and I went, I walked in, and the first thing that hit me was how nice it smelled in the Red Piano.
I mean, that is really Tammy Tanner is the managing director, and Marie always is our general manager, and it is the two of them that are doing the most hands-on work there at the property, making it look better and smell better. And we're still, I'm just honored and proud to be one of the musicians that gets to even play there, but to now be one of the ownership as well is it. I didn't expect to care so much. I'll say that. I definitely am more of the little vagabond traveler that prefers to pick up and go and not maintain response. I'm never married with no kids. Please ask me for all the advice. So I'm that woman, and that is my choice. But I'll tell you what, I mean, if I could pick any second home, St. Martin is my first, second home. So there you go.
I have no children that I know of. Stay out of the state of Rhode Island.
Do I get to say that? No, I don't think I do. No. So no, don't think I do.
So we talked about Tammy T.
We did. Yes.
She's from Connecticut like me.
She is, yes.
Can I play this, please?
Yes, of course you can.
Well, Tammy T, where I come from, Connecticut, just like Tammy T.
Incredible. She is an incredible performer. Gosh,
Yeah.
I just learn from her all the time.
I know, I love her to death.
So great.
And yes, we do have a library and
Yes.
stop signs
Yeah.
and some pizza. That's about it.
some pizza.
We have really good pizza. We have good pizza in Connecticut. We're gonna play one more song, Jen,
All right.
from you.
Yay.
Which one should I play?
I can't believe I'm getting played back to back with Tammy T. That feels pretty cool.
Uh,
Oh, well,
tonight-
come on. You know which one we should finish.
and of course tonight, Red Piano, doors open at 7. Show starts
Starts at 8.
and you'll be
And
there.
I'll back to back on Tammy T's blues song with my own traveling tune.
Here we go.